What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? T to the M to the IDD. We are back with another video, and this time 10 must-have camera accessories. I think that these accessories that I have laid out, I wish someone would have told me when I was just beginning that these would be great accessories to have in my kit. And I honestly feel like amateur, beginner, professional, anyone could find use within these accessories. So let's jump into it. The first thing that I have is an ND filter. Now, an ND filter can be beneficial for both natural light and off-camera flash photographers. For natural light, we can say that some days it is just extremely sunny outside, and when it's sunny, sometimes you have to sacrifice your settings. So you can have a subject, say a flower, that you want to have the most beautiful bokeh in the background, but because there's so much sun, you have to sacrifice your f-stop, eliminating the bokeh. Now, in that case, an ND would be your best friend. Take away some of that light. Now, in off-camera flash, we have this thing called high-speed sync, and ND filters could relieve high-speed sync, giving you more power in your flash. If you haven't heard of this, definitely check out this video right here. Now, the next item that we have, one of my favorites, actually, one of my favorites. This is a continuous light. This one in particular has RGB capability. It also has some effects like strobe, ambulance, fire truck, and things like that. But the thing that I love about this light is it packs a punch. And if you find yourself in low light situations, this could be used as an assistive light to help your camera find focus. If you do event photography, this could be a light to help you just capture images throughout the event, and it could be used as a video light as well. So this light right here has been very nifty in my kit and has saved me a few times. So I think anybody could find use within this light. And not to mention, this light is also a light that can be used as a power bank. So you actually have like a power bank and a light all in one. Pretty nifty. The next thing that we have, I think everybody should have this, honestly, because I had my camera, this cleaning kit. I had my camera, I bought it second-handed, and the person, I don't know what they were trying to do, but it was a fingerprint big as day on the actual sensor. On the actual sensor. So I would take pictures and you would just see smudges in the images, and that's not supposed to be there. So make sure you clean your lenses, you clean your sensors, and keep everything up to date so you could get the best quality that you possibly can in these cameras. So get this. Full frame, this one is, but you can get them for crop sensor in any camera that you have. Okay, let's go to the next thing. Now, I'm pretty basic when it comes to memory card holders. So what I have here is this plastic holder, and I typically keep about 2 or 3 of these. But then what I do with this card holder is I have kind of a rugged carrying case. So I'll put my memory cards in this case, and then I'll take these card holders and put them inside a ruggedized case, because when I travel for conferences, or sometimes I go out of town to create and collab with other creators, or sometimes I just drop this in my bag because it helps keep memory cards safe. If you know anything about data, backing data up, I just put a poll out. If I could save like my computer or my memory card hard drive, I'm going to go with these because data is king, especially as a creator. So make sure you get those memory card holders, and you can get them in several different variations, but this is just kind of how I use mine. So memory card holders. Okay, the next thing, Tripods. Tripods can be your best friend. Now they offer a few different things. One, you can use them as a stabilizer. When you take shots and you want to compose certain things, they can help you get that composition A1 and not having to handhold. Now, if you do a lot of low light shooting, sometimes you want to take that shutter speed a little bit lower, and using your hand won't cut it sometimes. You'll still introduce kind of shakes into your image, and you'll see that your image isn't as sharp. So then if you add a tripod, that can act as your stabilizer and help you get that shot. So low light situations, you have helping you with compositions. Tripod can be one of the best things that I have, and actually I'm using a tripod right now. So there you have it. Get yourself a tripod. The next thing, going with the memory card holders, is I have memory cards. Now I have a few of these, and this one in particular is a Lexar brand, but they come in all different brands. The one thing that I would say about memory cards is pay attention to the read and write speeds. Now we have technology increasing so rapidly, and these files, raw files, JPEGs, they are increasing in size. And so sometimes when you want to take photos and you are constantly at a session taking photos, sometimes it can back up that buffer and really slow down your camera from being able to write to the memory card. And honestly, I had that problem when I shot with my Nikon D800. These files had increased significantly from about 20 megabytes to about 45, and my memory card did not change. So I tried to use the same memory card with the increase in files, and what happened? It was drastic. I would take pictures and I would have so many shots that I thought was good, right? But then when I went back to take my memory card and look at my files, my camera was unable to write some of the images on the card. So it would skip 10 images and then it would have an image. And so in between, I wouldn't have missing images. And I was like, oh my goodness. So don't let that be you. Get you a memory card that is perfect for the occasion and that satisfies the requirements of your camera, whether you shoot RAW, JPEG, RAW and JPEG, which I do. So it's more intensive and needs a better quality memory card. Following up with the memory card, get yourself a nice memory card reader. Now this one in particular is a pro grade memory card reader. Now the interesting thing about this one is that it has dual slots, and it is because I use a mirrorless camera that has a CF Express B type card, which has an amazing read and write speed, but also your traditional SD cards can go in here as well. So I get that benefit of being able to use this one and have two memory cards in there. Now, one piece of advice that I would give in terms of having a memory card reader is get a memory card reader that actually connects with a USB-C. The speed of USB-C is so phenomenal that you have to take advantage of it. If you do a comparison between USB data transfer versus USB-C, you will be amazed. And some people may not know that, and that's why I'm bringing it to your attention. USB-C is the way to go if you can do it. Moving right along, a camera bag. Now this camera bag, I have gone through several camera bags, and of course they have gotten bigger over time because I've got so much more gear. Gear acquisition syndrome. But luckily I use all the gear that I have, so it's not too bad. But a camera bag is essential because it allows you to have a cohesive place to store all of your gear. Now, if you have a cohesive place to put your gear, you can organize it and have everything ready for any type of event or photo session that you may have. Also, it definitely makes you look professional when you are in different places, showing up to like weddings, things like that. So I have camera bags for different types of events. This type of camera bag I actually just used because I went out and did some kind of street photography. And so in that case, I knew that I only needed a camera and I used one other lens. So it's kind of like a minimal package. But if I go out of town, I'm going to carry my bigger backpack, which can hold a lot more things. So a camera bag for no matter what stage you are. This could be a beginner, this could be intermediate or professional, but I think anyone that is a creator should have a camera bag. Now, recently we've been having problems with cameras overheating, battery life, things of that nature. And so it's only right to make sure you come equipped with extra batteries, battery charger. These are essential. If you show up to anywhere with one battery, that does not have any resiliency. We need resiliency and redundancy as photographers, videographers, creators. So in your kit, if you don't have anything else, have extra batteries. And to accompany that, if you can have a charger for those batteries, you need that as well. And more importantly, a mobile charger. This charger can be powered by other sources other than a wall. And that is important because if you find yourself in any unfortunate event, then you can find a different type of power supply to charge it. Now, remember that light that I just pointed out to you? It is a light, but it can be transferred to a power bank. So immediately you have a power source to power your batteries that you may need. So this is like one of the most important things I think you can have in your bag: a battery and a mobile battery charger. This has saved me a few times. Now, I think no matter who you are, this is it right here. This is it. You need this. You need this 1000%. And that is a power bank, a soul power bank. This is special because it has a regular charging port, then it has a fast charging. So you get two types of charging on one device, but it can also support a higher current. So if some devices need a little bit more juice to charge, you have that capability. But this can be used in different situations, whereas you can charge batteries, which I went to that mobile charger for your camera battery. You can charge that, and I do that a lot with my batteries. I'll finish a battery and I'll take that battery out of my camera, put another one, and then put that battery on a charger and hook it up to this anchor. And this anchor will charge it back up. So I'm kind of like recycling batteries as I need them, because when I do video is a little bit more intensive on your battery and on your memory card for writing and reading and writing. So that's why it is important to have the gear that is conducive to your system, because you don't want to have these problems. But this is a must-have. I don't care who you are. Let me know in the comments below. This, I think everybody should have a power bank. Now, that is 10 things that you should have as camera accessories. Now, after doing all that work, I'm gonna give you one more, just because you just did all that work, went out, shot, you got great images, you did the wedding, you did the street photography, you recorded the video. So you have to have, this is a portable blender. Now you have to have the portable blender because, of course, you got to hydrate yourself. So no matter what your choice of beverage is, make sure, hopefully it's a smoothie for a blender, but whatever your choice of beverage is, make sure you have that to rehydrate yourself after a long day of work. It's T to the M to the IDD. 10 must-have camera accessories. Let me know in the comments below camera accessories that you use in your kit, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.